Good morning, Noga.
Hey, good morning, Danny.
Did you just get on?
Yep, yep, just got on. I was gonna go to the take my car to the grocery store. It was gonna be my test run of driving this car. Um, but I checked the oil, and it is like way high. So I'm wondering if that's why it started smoking.
Yeah, that could be it. Bill, is the engine smoking or is it smoking out the exhaust? Is it
It
smoking
they
on top?
said they said it was smoking out of the gasket. So anyways, when I went to pick it up, I drove it home, and when I got home it started smoking. And so I shut it off immediately. And then of course when I called, they called me to come pick up the car at the end of the day. So by the time I got home, they were already closed.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, and then so when I called in the morning, I was like, "Hey, I got home with the car and it started smoking on me," and they're like, "It wasn't doing that when you brought it to us?" I was like, "No." They're like, "Oh, well, we told you it had gasket leaks." And I was like,
Oh,
"Yeah, this is the first I was hearing about the gasket leaks, but it wasn't smoking last time when I brought it to you." So they're like, "Oh yeah, yeah, we'll show you where the leaks are." No, no, no. And
okay.
so I drove it back over there, and by the time I got there, you could tell it was like, and it's only like 3, 4 miles away. It was starting to. It seemed like it was starting to smoke already, and we lifted the hood, and there was oil all over the place. And they're like, "Yeah, see, it's leaking out of this gasket. It's leaking out of that gasket. And it's leaking down there too. But it's this one that's leaking onto the motor, which is causing it to smoke." And I was like, "Oh god." And I was like, "Well, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this car now." So I drove it home, and I got it home, and it seemed like it was ready to start smoking on me
What
again.
can I do for you?
And so like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But I was gonna go for a test drive and drive like 4 or 5 miles back to the grocery store and get groceries today, and see if it smokes or not. So I went out there and I checked the oil before I left to see where it was at, and the oil is like twice as high as where the full meter would be. Shock, do you know
Oh,
anything about cars?
Little. Hello.
What? I went and got an oil change, and I just went and checked the oil, and it's like twice as high as where it should be on the dipstick.
Then they put too much oil in.
Will it hurt the car if I drive it like that?
I mean, it could if they put too much. It
It
definitely would
seemed
exacerbate your leaks.
it seemed like they put like double what
They
it
can.
should be.
You can.
It's like they did an oil
I.
change, added oil, but they didn't get rid of the old oil, or
I would
maybe.
just take. I would just take it back to them and say, hey, drain the excess oil out till it's the right level.
Yeah, I think I gotta do that.
They can pump it out from the. I've got a pump. I change my own oil and I take all the oil out from the type. If it was me, you can just get a cheap little pump, put a tube down in your oil dipstick thing or in your oil tank and suck out whatever much oil that's too much. But since hang on, hang on. I'm gonna invite somebody here. I need to do this Stalbon thing.
Ooh, highest crit hit for exorcism.
I bet one of us is going to get sheeped. We're doing Stalvon in the East Vale logging area. Oh man, exorcism is so awesome. Just almost killed her with one hit. Sorry, I walked up and there's another pally here. I wanted to get this done with help since they were here. Okay, anyway, yes, I would take your car back and let them fix your oil level. And it's probably safe to drive. How far away is it?
4 miles.
Yeah, you're probably okay to drive that far. But when you get there, if you're waiting in line, I would turn your engine off.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want to, you can get under your car and take the thing out and drain a little bit. But that's going to be a mess. And I don't, Did your car leak oil before you had this change?
It just started to leak a little bit of oil. Like
so
drips. I mean, like.
Well, that's not good. It sounds like they didn't know. They may not have the oil filter on well, or they may have not put the oil plug back in correct. That where they drain it, the oil drain plug. So either one of those things.
The drips were before I took it to them.
Oh. Well, if you have some small leaks and then they overfill the oil, it's going to exacerbate the leaks.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Bottom line is, if you check your dipstick and it seems too high, I would definitely think about taking it back and asking them to check the level of your oil and set it to the right level. I'm doing Legend of Stalvon quest at 23. So far, it's not hard. I think the last step, though, is going to be too hard. It's like a 30-something. But the weapon that you get from this quest line is like the perfect weapon for a pally build for what I'm doing. It's the fastest axe out there just about, and it's got +6 spirit on it. It's just perfect. So I'm going to try to get it done. But I may need help with that last step. We'll see. Hello, Tanny.
Good morning.
Morning. I talk too much, Tanny, right?
No, you're good. It makes life more interesting.
I like it.
Tavern Keep Smiths. I think he's in Darkshire. Oh, I need to get some condors while I'm out here. Well, next up, WC, Tanny.
Yep.
Almost 50, it looks like, huh? Good job.
No, I can't kill the ogres, and the ogre almost killed me.
Well, I watched your clip this morning, Nogo, speaking of almost being killed.
Was that crazy?
Man. And it was like, you look down at the worst possible time.
No, I looked down to hit my feign death button.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. because I don't push it that often. I don't I know what keybind it is, but I don't have it in muscle memory.
Yeah, I see. So that's why you use your mouse to do it.
Yeah. I can't hit this. Oh, that was weird. It like showed I was like trying to attack this mob, but I wasn't firing my gun.
Maybe lag.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what that was.
Are mages the only thing that can remove curses?
No.
Priest?
Yeah.
It would make sense for priest to be able to do it.
I know a priest that'll tell you she can remove it.
It's not curses. That's what goes into SFK, where that ghost thing keeps on reappearing. Priest can't remove that. Druid can remove a curse. Yeah, I can remove curses on my druid.
Okay. That's right. Druids and mages, I think. Well, this wears off in 4 minutes. It's not a big deal. I was just curious.
$38.
Grats.
Thank
New
you, sir.
spells.
I don't think I got anything really that good at 38.
Seems like 36 is a big number for druids. I can't remember why. Maybe it's Ravage or something. Seems like that's when you get kind of your whole toolkit.
36.
Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously 40's big, but...
Yeah, let's see what I get for 38. Oh, well, I get Aspect of the Hawk and rank 2 Wing Clip.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I was thinking you were a druid still. So I don't know. I don't remember on Hunter.
No, I killed off his druid.
She killed me off. She was tired of me being a couple levels ahead of her.
Yep, yep.
Alright, I'm at the point to go kill Stalvon. And I got a 29 paladin that wants to do it with me. You think we can do it? 23, 29? I think Stalvon's like 34 or 32 maybe.
Oof. Pushing it, huh?
I got target dummies. I got all sorts of stuff. We should be alright. As long as we can hit him. I don't know if this is the last part or not. This may not. Is this the last part, Tanny?
I don't remember what are you doing? Is this one where you gotta go into the house and kill him?
Yeah.
I think it's the last one.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a ring, the ring it'll show on. If it's a ring, it'll show on your quest reward.
I don't want the ring. I want the weapon. Normally I would get the ring, but this time I want the. Oh my gosh, these guys are 30 out here. I don't know about this.
Yeah, you're going in. Yeah. But the other pally you say is 29, huh?
Yeah. I'm just going to have to kind of stay back so I don't pull. Gonna be interesting. Oh yeah, I just got the ring. Do I have to do something with it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
All right, finish that. That's all. I didn't expect to do that this
Correct.
early. I couldn't even hit them. They were red to me, but I just healed the other paladin. All right, now I got to go learn axes and train on. It's a 1.6 speed axe. It's like the fastest axe. Plus it has +6 spirit on it. It's like the perfect. Pally Time would approve, Danny. I looked it up.
I approve.
Excellent. That was a lot of experience for that line too, at my level. All right, where do I learn axes? I bet it's Ironforge.
It's Ironforge.
My car is leaking coolant slowly,
Oh no.
and I have all the parts to fix it. I'm going to put a new thermostat in it, a new water pump in it, and I've got all the new tubings, all the new gaskets, everything to make it completely new in that system. And I know how to do it, but think I'm going to take all that stuff to somebody and let them do it because I don't want to. I'm just tired of tearing into cars these days.
Yeah.
It's a slow leak, so like every 2 weeks I have to refill it, and it just leaks out where I park it a little bit. So I need to just go ahead and get it done before it gets worse, but because it's slow, I've been putting it off.
Yeah. I think my truck has a coolant leak, but I don't think it's a slow leak. It's kind of big. There's a giant that comes out onto this island.
Yep. Are you out there doing the thing where you click the statue and stuff?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, I almost ran into a mob too.
I told you he goes out there. Somebody didn't believe me because they said they never seen him out there.
I think it was me. I think it was me. I don't know his pad out here.
Oh, he won't. You'll probably not see him again. He's a very long patrol, so he's not. I want to say, once you see him, that's it. You probably won't see him again. But he circles around. From where he comes in one side and out the other.
Yeah, he's got me going back the way I came. Well, I think I'm good now.
So For Whaling Caverns, if we have smart drinks, then we have the only one that was the raptor things, right, Tanny?
That's the only quest line that you
Yeah.
we also have the 99, which are the only two outside the top of the skull.
Yeah, okay. I still need to pick that up, but I'm probably going through Ratchet anyway, so I'll get it.
Yeah, yeah, I have 99, but you're right. To get there, we're gonna go through Ratchet.
Alright, I'm going to fly to Ironforge, learn axes, and then kill rats. Until I get my axe skill up. I had fun tanking in VC, but you know what I realized after we got out of there last night, right before I logged, Tanny?
Yeah.
There's, you know, that righteous fury thing that the paladins put on to get all the aggro.
Oh, it's 5 minutes.
It's 30 minutes, but I guarantee you it probably wore off halfway through that dungeon. I didn't even realize it because I'm not used to doing that. I'll know in the future though. But that may be why I was having a little bit harder time on the boat keeping aggro. I'm sure it was. Geese probably saw it but didn't say anything out of it just because he's being nice, but that was kind of stupid of me. Bad tank.
Hey, I got it.
Grats. You had to kill, what, about 10 or 15 to get it?
Yeah.
Tell you what, tight quarters and islands and stuff like that, that was one advantage of being a melee hunter. I didn't have to worry about backing up to shoot. I think you got down to about 30% before you hit Feign Death, and I'm so glad it didn't resist because you're right. If it hadn't worked, I think that was it.
Oh, for sure that was it. Tanny, did you watch that video?
No.
You should take a minute and watch it.
It's real short. It's worth watching.
It was about the end of my run.
Yeah, Tanny, you're on the video.
Am I on the video? Why am I on the video?
Your voice is.
Oh.
Because you were in Discord when he almost died.
I like how my jaw dropped. My mouth was just like open. I'm like, oh.
You're like, I am so dead with some expletives.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. That's about how fast I got jumped on when I died. I didn't even have time to hit Feign Death though. I mean, I literally was. Well, my reaction times weren't the best, but
That's okay. You would not have Feign Death through those skulls attacking.
no, I wouldn't have. You're right. They would have just resisted it.
It was totally over once those suckers found you.
Yeah. I kind of found them. Sometimes I wish I recorded just to look back at stuff like that, but
Yeah. It's definitely the reason I like recording.
I used to have a recorder enabled, and it would record the last 5 minutes of gameplay and then override it, so it didn't store that much. But I did that before we had the add-on, just because we were needing it for that.
That's why I like downloading it to, or not even downloading it, just streaming it to YouTube, because YouTube saves it all. That way it's not like killing my computer.
Is there a limit?
No.
Huh. So anybody can have a YouTube channel without paying money, or is there a fee?
No, anybody can have a YouTube channel. You don't have a YouTube channel?
I'm sure I don't.
Oh, wow. Do you use YouTube?
Yeah, just to view stuff, but I don't ever log in or anything, so.
Oh, I don't even watch TV anymore. Everything I watch is on YouTube.
Yeah, everything I watch is on YouTube. I just watched last night Forever Young with Mel Gibson. It was pretty good. And I don't have commercials because I have ad block.
Wow.
I pay the money.
You go ahead. You pay the money.
See, next time he gives you a hard time about Zygor, you can remind him of that.
Yep.
Well, if I could find a way to get Zygor for free, I would.
You pretty much do anyway.
I like supporting YouTube, though.
I don't like supporting the commie company.
Google.
Yep.
I use YouTube to stream. I use it to watch videos. So
I don't even watch commercials on Curse Forge. I moved the commercials all the way off the screen so I don't see them. I look at commercials as a way of brainwashing, and I'm not interested. My brain's my own thoughts. I didn't even know what Facebook was until my girls insisted I needed an account. So I was doing just a couple of games on Facebook, and they were sending me recommendations on who to add to friends list to get more friends for the game, because you need friends for the game. And one of the people that they referred me to invite reported me as somebody they didn't know and maybe stalking, I don't know, bad things. So I requested a friend from a friend that Facebook said to add, and I got a temporary ban on that for it. I plan to cancel my account. Never went back to Facebook. So YouTube is technically the only social media I have.
The only social media I think that I use, and I don't even hardly use it anymore because it's kind of old, is X, or what used to be Twitter.
Twitter's not Twitter anymore?
No, it's called X.
Really?
But now it's actually becoming known as X, formerly Twitter.
Yeah, Elon Musk bought it, and then he renamed it.
He should not have renamed it. Your name is your brand, just like Facebook rebranded to Meta.
I'm glad he did.
Why?
But I didn't like the way that Twitter was suppressing a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm glad he bought it, but I don't think he should have renamed it.
Yeah, I can see it, but he's everything with him is X, SpaceX, and
Yeah, he could have named it Twitter X, and everybody would still know it as Twitter.
yeah, that everybody still calls it Twitter anyway.
Your name is your brand, and I think that hurt his brand as far as knownness of people are used to it. Yeah, I'm glad he bought it too. Although he didn't want it, he was actually forced into buying it. He was forced into buying it, and then they complained that he owned it.
How was he forced into buying it?
He made an offer, and I don't know. So I can't remember exactly what happened in the legal battle with the offer, and everybody was anti. No, he can't. He's a communist, and he's gonna blah blah blah. And the conservatives' voices will be heard, and we've tried too long to suppress them. And so then something happened. I think the value decreased or something way lower than what the deal was. But then there was something internal going on. So then they actually took him into court to force him to buy him, and he was forced to buy it.
Hey, Shot, can I have lead?
Sure.
So then the radical left decided to force advertisers not to advertise with him, and that's when he had that snout with Disney. He told them to F off. Publicly.
There's a YouTuber that I enjoy watching because I'm kind of a science geek. It's called Getting Smarter Every Day or something like that, and it's really good. But you have to it's like real world stuff, but he like goes places and figures out how things are done that are kind of geeky stuff, like rockets and stuff.
I think I heard of that channel. But I thought you just said you don't watch stuff on YouTube.
Oh, I watch it. I just don't. Yeah, I do. I definitely watch it. I just don't have an account.
Are you sure you don't have an account? Because that's how they send you recommendations.
I might have an account. I just never log in. I think I do have an account that I had to do one time for something.
Yeah, I have an account and I have no idea. I would have no idea how to access if it didn't automatically go.
Well, I got my mom into YouTube, right? And then she was all into it, and then I went to her house one time.
Hello. Good luck, friend.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm making sure I did that right. Okay. The escort didn't attack. What was I saying? Oh, so I got my mom into YouTube. Then I went to her house one time, and she's watching it with ads, commercials. Oh my God. What year do we live in? You're watching commercials?
Did you tell her how to get it without commercials? I thought you paid
I don't
for
know.
it.
I pay for no commercials.
If she's using your account, why does your account have commercials?
Well, no. This was before she was using my account.
Okay.
Now she's using my account, and she's changed all my algorithms. So now, like, I see shit on there that I could care less to see.
That's funny.
for a while there, I'd call her and I'd be like, "So you're watching this, huh?" And I'd like say the title. She'd be like, "Stop spying on me." Yeah, it got to this now at the point where I have one account, but I have two names. So I have like my actual name, but then I have the account that has Nogo-Nogoodgamer, you know. And I just watch everything on Nogo-Nogoodgamer. That way, it's all like game algorithms and stuff. And then her phone or her TVs, every so often they get knocked. She gets knocked off of the channel, you know. And she'll call me and be like, "Can you give me the password again?" And like for the longest time, I told her I couldn't because I thought I needed my phone there with her to get it working. And so I was like, I can't because I gotta be there, Mom. But she figured it out. She's like, "Oh no, look, can we try this?" I was like, "Sure, we can try whatever you want." And she got it working, and then like 6 months later, it disconnected her again. She's like, "Can we do this again?" Like, "You're such a pain in the butt."
Revenge on her children. I used to tell my kids I'm going to live long enough to embarrass them. Payback.
Oh yeah, she's always embarrassed me.
One time, I went to the store wearing 2 different color socks. They said, "Mom, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm embarrassing you."
Oh, Danny, that's mean.
And then I could not believe it. There was a period in their teenage life where that became a thing to wear 2 different. I'm thinking I started it. I wore 2 different color socks just to embarrass them. So for a while, I kept on wearing 2 different color socks.
I remember in high school we had like one day out of the whole year where it was like supposedly crazy sock days. I remember wearing 2 different socks.
One day with my daughter, she was, I don't know, she was probably like 18 years old at this time, and we're walking in Santa Monica with all these freakos, because I still lived in Santa Monica in California then. So I started holding hands and walking down the street with her and kissing her to make people think we were lesbians. Because I'm only 18 years older than her, so there's a period when you have children so young. There's a period where you don't look old enough to be their mom. And that was the period. And my other daughter pulled that crap on me once. We went to the restaurant and I pulled out my credit card, and the waitress brought the credit card back and says, "Who's it belong to?" And I said, "It's mine." And my daughter said, "It's mine." The waitress wouldn't give us the credit card because my daughter insisted the card was hers, because neither one of us, I'm her mom, and the waitress looked at me, it's like, "Yeah, right." So she had her little trick on me trying to take my credit card.
Jokes, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, 34 just died. The stitches.
Ooh, that's high up there.
His name is 442. I wonder if that's his fourth one or his 42 one.
I think I'm on my 42 one.
Yeah, it could be because I make tunes and then I delete them. I made so many low-level tunes that I needed spots for because I'd exceeded my. Back in Blood, so you could only have 10. So after 10, you had to delete something to make something else. I think here you can have 15 though.
I don't think it's. I think it's unlimited here. You just can't go over 50 total
I
on your
meant
account.
on the same. Oh, on this. Oh no, that it's. I had when I came back to WoW, I had to start deleting tunes because I had too many everywhere.
Yeah, I have like almost 50. So every
Yeah,
once in a while, I have to delete someone's and to remake somebody.
I don't think the classic there's the 50. Otherwise, I would have not had these many. I have quite a few tunes all over the place, from Blood Cell and
Yeah, me too. I think that's. I think they when they came out with the either the hardcore somewhere along the line in the last several years, they took the retail thing where you can do account wide numbers, but they don't limit you per server anymore. I don't think. I could be wrong.
yeah,
I think I have more than 15 on this server.
yeah. I don't think that this server max shares with like retail. I
Oh,
think
maybe it's Classic Max, but still, it may be account wide Classic Server Max.
right. I don't know. Jai first went to it, and I think the max they let him when the server first came out. I want to say he tried it, and the max that they allowed him to make was 15.
Oh, I got so lucky. The Kodos are walking by right when I'm doing the Kodo quest.
It might be 15 Tanny. We have to test it. I just know sometimes it says you have the max number of characters, and I assumed it was my account on Classic, but not the server. But maybe I was at 15. I'll have to count them and see.
This is so amazing.
You getting all your codes at once?
Yeah.
I'll be back in a minute. AFK sec.
Well, I'm getting 4 of the 5. I'm only gonna have to run to the Kodo pit one time.
Keep it real.
Walking up to a mob thinking your spouse, they start beating you.
Hey, Tanny, I'm gonna go see if I can get this car started real fast.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Good luck.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
No go left.
He's coming right back. He went to go check his car, see if it'll start. First time I had never heard of Elon Musk. I didn't know who he was, and then I saw him interview, and I could tell right away. I thought, I think this guy's autistic. So I looked it up, and yep, he was autistic. But I didn't know that originally, but I guess that's common, technically that's common knowledge now.
I did not know that, but he definitely is smart. He does social interactions a lot better than most people I know with Asperger's.
I could tell by his eye contact. When I brought her home from the hospital, she was 6 months old. When I brought her home from the hospital, she wouldn't make eye contact. She was only 4.5 pounds, wouldn't make eye contact. I just got the Widowmaker dropped.
You got the Widowmaker drop?
Yeah.
Hmm.
7 strength, 8 agility. 1 hand. To the point when eventually, and then she wouldn't let you hold her to feed her. You had to prop the bottle up. And then as she got a little older, she wouldn't allow you to be in the same room as her.
Interesting. The differences.
So the older she got, the worse it became, worse her symptoms. Until at 9 months, I started working with her. I had read about a therapy a church was starting, Church of Religious Science. And what they were doing with autistic children in France is they were putting them, it took a volunteer when they sent them home, the family had to do it. They put them in a blank room, painted white, so there was no stimulus in it, and a volunteer would hold the children 24/7 and just cuddle it and kiss it and hug it and do all the things you would normally do with a child. And then, so they would teach the parent it was called love therapy. And they would teach the parent, and parent was to go home and replicate it with volunteers from their church. So I started doing that with my daughter. But with my daughter, they were doing with like 8, 9, 10-year-old children. I was doing mine with a 9-month-old baby. So when she would kick and scream and try to push me away, she couldn't harm me. But I'm telling you, a 12-year-old could knock you silly. so
Yeah.
I had an easier time with it just being an infant instead of an older child. And I expected her to come out of it gradually, and it literally happened overnight. It took 3 months, and overnight she was 100%. But then she still had the symptoms. So she still had symptoms of autism, but no longer the isolation symptom that she was having. But I became hers. Like I was her property. I had two babies at the time, a 9-month-old and a 18-month-old. Actually, the baby was they're only 8.5 months apart. And she wouldn't let her older sister near her, and like things like it would be funny if they crawled in bed with me because my husband's on one side. Then the one with autism had to be next to me. She would not let her sister be next to me. If if I drove, the car seat had to be behind me. If I was a passenger, we had to move her car seat because she had to be behind me. I was like her possession, and she was not willing to share me. But later on, she still did symptoms like she went through a period of self-mutilation. If you slapped her hand for getting into something she wasn't supposed to, she'd take her nails and scratch up her arms, or she'd bite herself. She wouldn't self-mutilate just because of anything. If she got mad at you, she'd look at you, give you this evil look, and bite herself or scratch her arms. But by the time she was in first grade, most of the symptoms had gone. She was no longer doing that. She cured herself of her own self-mutilation. She got mad and came back to bang her head, and she picked a brick fireplace to do it on. Almost knocked herself out. And after that, when she'd get mad, she'd bang her head, she'd tap it. She'd haul her head back like she was going to smash it against something, and then she'd tap it.
Yeah, that sounds familiar from what I've seen.
And then she went through this stage where she'd get mad at you and she'd look at you, and this evil little look would come across her face, and she'd scream, but really loud. And my older daughter's boyfriend thought it was the stupidest thing, so he did it back to her. And she was so shocked she never did it again. that was it. When he turned the tables on her, boy, she wanted no part of that anymore. So now I can see she still has symptoms, but they're like, people who don't know her look at her just think it's a personality defect, but I can tell it's from her autistic days. Like she has a very hard time sharing. It's like what's mine is mine, and really hard time sharing. But she won't take what's not hers. And then she cannot, if she's involved in a discrepancy with you, she's literally incapable of seeing your point of view.
My brother's like that.
And she's like, right or wrong. There's no gray. Everything's right or it's wrong. If you steal, it's wrong. Doesn't matter you were starving to death and you had to steal a loaf of bread from the store. You stole, it's wrong. Nothing's gray. I figured I'd make her a perfect judge, right? Very little empathy for you.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Did it start?
It looked like it was going to, but since I'm not even going to drive it until I get this oil problem done, they're having me take it into them at 2 o'clock.
No, God, I'm thinking it's time to get a new car.
Easier said than done.
That is true. That is exactly true. I need a pet.
pet.
Yeah, druid sucks.
Huh.
I almost got killed killing ogres my level. I had to heal during the fight, and then the sucker knocked me back, stopped my heal, and now I'm near dead, so I had to use a healing pot.
Do you use frenzied regen in bear? Huh?
I never have energy in bear. I got to on bear the other day just to test it out. There's no energy.
It
How can
builds
you use
up.
so you don't do anything but auto attack to build it up?
Right.
Yep.
Well, they thought Pally was boring.
Oh, I know.
Well, you have that. You have that ability to generate rage too.
Oh, good grief.
But then you take more
rage.
damage or something, right?
You do a little bit, or it reduces your armor or something.
Reduces base armor by 27% in bear. And 16% in dire bear form. And the druid is
So you can
considered
use your abilities, but you just can't be hit all that hard, that much.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get this druid to max level.
Are you streaming?
And if you're running, if you're running and you're scared and you're running and you're in bear, you can use that to get rage if you don't have it, and then do frenzied regen while you're still running. And that way you're in bear in case they hit you for your armor, and then but you're going to be gaining health back like you healed yourself without coming out of bear. But you're still running. You're still getting away. It's just that you're making yourself safer and getting your health up in case you run into something else while you're still in bear. And what's her name? The hardcore druid guide girl said the first thing you should always do if you're in trouble, obviously, is go to bear. But if you can, cast that thing on you that makes them root if you're outdoors, and then go bear. That way, if anybody gets close enough to hit you, they'll root themselves. I'm not sure I always do that as well. It's, it's hard. It's easier to say than do. Kind of like Nogo just said about his car.
Yep.
I'm doing these 30 undead Ravengers in Desolus. This quest was sure a lot easier when I was just on follow with you guys while I was doing my laundry.
Yeah, the thing is that those Ravagers are something you're supposed to go back to. So Desolus is cut in two, and that's the second one.
Oh, well. I hope I don't have to come back here. I came to Desolus kind of late, so I'm doing a little more. These are yellow mobs.
Penny, what's your armor when you're in cat form?
$12.74.
And then what is it when you're in dire bear?
$38.64.
Gosh. Well, I have more armor than you do in cat form, but you more than double my armor in bear. Now I'm wearing a shield and have devotion aura on. And I'm wearing mail. But I'm also level 23, so.
Don't let that pet die, Nogo.
Not even halfway.
46% on my screen. That's more than halfway.
Shh. He's 59% on my screen.
I agree. I saw the same thing Danny did.
$47 now. Oh, he went up and then he went down.
He's 44 right now.
43.
I don't know why it's a percent different on your guys' screen.
Well, my screen has them under my add-on, under my healing add-on.
It's saying the same for shock. Like whatever it was a percent different yesterday. Yesterday it was getting a lot lower. These undead Ravengers are really cool looking. I'm surprised they didn't use this model more often in this game.
I sold a couple things at the auction house. Actually got a little money on me now.
Cheater.
Oh, nice.
Nah,
What'd you sell?
I don't remember. Some greens. They weren't huge. I got like 50 silver for each or something. Or something like that.
I wonder what my Widowmaker I just got would sell for.
Link it. Maybe my add-on will tell me. Or your auctionator add-on might tell you. You can mail it to me if you want. I'll tell you.
Should be self-found.
I know. She can turn it off. It says the auction price is 11 gold, 87 silver.
Oh.
I'm figuring you're gonna get 2 gold, 24 silver.
I'm figuring she has too. Maybe even an extra 79 copper. They make bronze tubes. Lots of them. Well, I just wasn't paying attention. I fell into the trench in Iron Forge because I wasn't looking at the screen. I'm glad it wasn't lava.
Yeah.
I've seen those death clips.
Dang, I was considering buying some ore. Oh. Off the auction house, but it's way too expensive. $21 silver is the cheapest you can get a stack of 20 copper ore. That's really high, in my opinion. I can get that mining in Elwyn Forest in 15 minutes.
It's inflation.
I guess you're going mining, huh?
I'll do it naturally. I'm not really trying to do anything. I'm just really trying to get some mats out of my bank.
Yeah, I was gonna do with engineering last night, and I just got too stressed with how much crap was in my bank.
You're not going live, Tanny?
I'm just grinding. It would be really boring. I can
what
go
I'm
live
doing.
with you. The only thing I'm doing is grinding.
I need to spy on my competition.
Ah,
Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh no, I'm in real trouble.
don't die, Nogo.
Oh no, feign death failed. I'm dying. I'm gonna die. Fuck.
No, Nogo.
Fuck! Ah!
Oh, Nogo, what happened?
Ah, I got 2 mobs. Damn it.
Nogo, 38. Nogo, no.
Fuck.
I was trying to find your feed, and I can't find it in my frickin' saved things to watch, so I missed it.
Ah, well, I'll post it tomorrow.
What killed you?
The Ravengers. The
Oh,
undead Ravengers.
the cool-looking ones.
The one I said he was supposed to be there later.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I had this stupid car on my mind. Damn.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So feign death failed you, huh?
Feign death failed me.
They resisted it or something.
Yep.
You didn't have, yeah. Dang. Well, Tanny, you don't have to worry about racing anymore if you hate your druid.
You won.
No, I didn't. He can just make another one and catch up.
I am not. I'm taking a month break.
Oh, no. You have been pushing really hard on this guy.
I was pushing. Oof. Man, that sucks.
Get on your 10, get him to 20 something, and then you can run with me and Geese and Tanny again.
Yeah. And you can go slow, Nogo. You can go as slow as we is. Go go make another druid and enjoy my misery, and you can be the tank.
What is your 10? I can't remember what you had.
I don't know.
I guess it doesn't matter. 10 is a nothing. You can do that in
Yeah.
a short time. So it would be more about what you after you get past this, which you will. Then you can decide.
We need
what
a
you want to do.
tank, so we're not sitting there waiting people.
Oh, that's rough.
I'm sorry, Nogo.
Target
That's
dummy
okay.
could have saved you, maybe, or do you know? It's easy. That's 2020.
That I don't know. I was kind of stuck in there. I kind of like put myself in a stupid spot. I think I got this stupid car on my mind, and that's can't even concentrate. I wasn't concentrating.
Oh, target dummy stacked to 10 at least. That's good. I just made a 6th one. I was thinking, I bet I'm going to get another bank slot, but I forgot they don't. So that's good.
Seems like you're enjoying this pally.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy everything I do. It seems like. But yeah, I do.
Little OCD. I'm wondering if somebody's on the autism spectrum himself.
Who knows? I haven't played Pally a lot in Classic for some reason.
Well, mostly we were bored, right?
Well, that's true too. Yeah, that's true.
So there wasn't an opportunity.
Plus, it's kind of boring. I mean, it's boring all the way, but it's really boring to me the first 20 levels. So it's getting a little bit better now.
But I think you're having fun because you're playing a new way, so it makes it more fresh to you.
Yeah, it is. That's kind of like the Hunter was that way too.
Yeah, yeah. That's what Nogo should do, make a tune and play with one hand tied behind his back.
I guess I'm going to make rough dynamite with my leftover linen and rough lasting powder because it sells better than those two items do. And there's nothing else I can really use that stuff for now.
Is it giving you any kind of skillets?
Nah, it's not. So it's just to sell it because I don't need linen for anything. And I don't need that level blasting powder for anything. I could, and on the auction house, it's not that much better. The linen I might be able to make a little more profit selling the linen on the auction house, but it'd be close, so I'm not gonna worry about it. With the deposit, I probably wouldn't.
That's the one thing that frees me having the playing self-found is I don't have to deal with the auction house. I mean, you get to do many, but oh boy, is it! I have so much stuff to sell on my bankroll that I don't. It's like at this point, I'm just a vendor at all.
Yeah, it's kind of freeing because otherwise you feel like you're wasting it. And this way, you know you're not.
Yeah, you're literally, well, with me, with because everybody has their own OCD. I am forced to list it, and it's very, very nerve-wracking.
Yeah. I wouldn't even, the Auctionator add-on is so nice because I don't have to think about it usually much. I just do what it recommends and let it go.
In Iron Man, we can use the auction house, and my goodness, I was still using the auction house when I no longer had any need for gold. Because you can only buy white or gray gear And I don't remember if that included bags. That might not have included bags. I can't remember for sure. The bags might have been required too, so you could only have bags that were probably.
Is it the bronze tubes that we're always looking for the quest?
Yeah.
I'm making 20 right now.
Yeah, and skinning, leatherworking, it'd be the Yeti bag back for the Yeti cave in Hillsbrad. In alchemy, it's frost oil.
I am now able to make my first trinket.
Oh, good. What trinket is this? I don't remember trinket being in engineering.
Yeah, engineering makes some pretty neat trinkets. This one it was a limited item. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? No, I can't make it because I'm 1 point shy of being able to learn it.
Oh, what trinket can you make?
This one is a Gnomish Universal Control remote, so it basically lets me take control of mechanicals.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those kind of trinkets.
Yeah, not a big deal. I don't even think I had it on my hunter, and I don't even think I ever even used it.
The only people who used it are those who killed hardcore.
The Gnomish engineering, it says that it may not always work and might root the machine or make it very, very angry. It says Gnomish engineering at its finest. That's another reason I like engineering. It's just little stuff like that's kind of fun.
Till it kills you.
Well, yeah, but something's gonna kill you. It might as well be something fun.
Yeah, like that one thing that kills. That one health thing you can make. The combobulator. I don't know what it's called.
That thing that when you load it, it can kill you.
Yep.
I saw a video of like a 30 paladin or something in Ironforge doing that. It shot him across the place and he landed in the lava and died. That was so funny. Not for him. But if you're going to go out, that's a good way to go.
But, Polytime says that a Poly just put on the thing where nothing can kill you and load it.
Yeah. Which I will, if I ever get it, I will definitely put that on every time I load it. The blessing of protection. Or you could wait, I guess. As long as you're not in a place where it's going to throw you into lava, you could wait and see if it happens, and then if it does, cast it.
No, there's another way it can kill you. I saw somebody in Ironforge lighting it, loading it, and instant death where he stood. He didn't get thrown anywhere.
Oh, an explosion or something?
Yeah. So yeah, it can kill you in other ways.
Nice.
Palytime uses it because he came from a PvP back, and that's probably all he still does. Trying the other stuff, and then decided he wanted no part of it, and so he mostly PvPs. So that thing is very helpful in a PvP situation because it doesn't share the cooldown. I mean, it's not a great heal, I think, but it doesn't share a cooldown.
Turns out these engineering goggles are the perfect stats for the Pally Time
Oh,
recommendation because they're stamina and spirit. And that's...
yeah, I've seen warriors. I was surprised. I've seen warriors on PvP servers that use those goggles high level, like 60, will use the engineer goggles even though they're only cloth. That surprised me.
Oh, are you kidding me? I ran all the way to the auction house, bought one bronze bar, ran all the way back and made it. It's yellow and it still didn't give me a point.
Ah, oops. Are you an iron forge?
Yeah. Yeah, at least it's not Stormwind.
Yeah, Stormwind is so annoying. Well, if I don't got the slave driver forcing me to do this
Slave driver.
druid,
Slave driver. Listen to her.
That's what I was telling you. Your pressure's off. You can do what you want. Well, at least you didn't have your mount, Nogo.
Yeah, I wasn't quite that far.
And then 125. Now I'm learning my remote. Let's see what I need to do to make it. Oh, I need one malachite, oil, boring bronze bars. Okay, that's not too bad.
I see a lot of farming in your life. To get that malachite, you could farm 200 nodes before you finally get it.
Yeah, malachite's kind of a low drop rate.
Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. The highest drop rate I've ever seen was when I'm farming for my wand on the undead side. I get so many malachite killing those mobs. But when I did my self-made, I needed malachite so badly. I was afraid of everything because I didn't have a weapon. And I had to go farm, but there was limited places I could farm and almost no killing until you can get that stupid axe you can craft.
You need malachite for that? I thought you needed something else.
I think it was malachite. Yeah, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was malachite.
Either that or tiger's eye.
You know, what's his name? That wild number two tried it too, and he had terrible time. He was very high level before he ever got his malachite, trying to do self-made. But he was doing self-made, I think, on a shaman where you could use the fishing pole. Make a tank, Nogo.
Let him alone for a while. He needs to come to it on his own. He'll be on Valheim in 30 minutes.
I went to slay the spire.
Yeah.
I figured that's where you went.
Okay, I'm finished engineering for the day. Now I may work on cooking to get some of those mats out. And then I'm going to be done for a while, I think. Since we're ready for WC.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
So are you changing tunes, Shot?
No, I'm still working on stuff. Guess what I bought off the auction house? I forgot about the auction house for 3 silver,
What's that?
1 malachite.
Oh, good job. I had a friend that was on the classic server. This is not hardcore. He'd buy up all the malachite, either malachite or tiger's eye, or both, and then would resell them on the auction house for 1 gold. That was just before TBC came out, when people figured they'd need a lot of it, not realizing it would be easy to get. Once you could have grind up gems, ore for gems, then malachite became like a dime a dozen.
I'm going to go mine 6 copper outside of Iron Forge, come back and make my trinket. Then maybe I'll be done with engineering today.
Oh, good job.
What are you going to do? Are you going to switch to your paladin, or what are
I'll
you
do
going to do?
it once I gain 50. I'm thinking, I'm grinding and it's incredibly slow. So if I get bored, I'll quit early, but I'm at 89%.
Oh, yeah. Should be able to
And
do
I
it.
want to go back to those ogres until I'm 50, even though I should be able to kill them. I suppose a better player than I am could do it.
Do you have any quests that you could do right now to get you able to?
The only thing I can do, because I'm grinding, I did get the chicken thing, so I could go turn that in.
You have any? Are you saving your cloth turn-ins?
Yeah. I am. Although surprisingly, I didn't even get enough wool for 1 turn-in.
Ooh, one of my auction items I had up for auction just sold. That's good because I need the money. I think it sold for, I think I remember posting that for like 20 silver, but I'll take it. Just some cloth pants. I almost saved them for your pally, but they're cloth, so I didn't. But they were spirit and stamina pants. If they had been male, I would have saved them for you though, because I already had some very similar. No good. Did you make a clip of it yet? You can do it tonight.
Probably tonight.
Did y'all hear how much experience people were getting in Kata for gathering?
Yeah, it's insane. That's how in Iron Man I was able to level a pacifist.
Yeah, that makes sense now. They were getting as much for each node of mining or whatever that they were getting per kill on things or more.
Yeah, yeah. It's for a pacifist. It slows way down, way down. It was the most boring thing I ever did was level a pacifist. The second most boring thing is grinding.
I can't make myself grind. I have to do something else.
I could do dungeons, but I just can't deal with people.
What'd you say about dungeons?
I just can't deal with people I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably sought after being a druid at that level.
Constantly getting told, tank, 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 tank.
No, but you could heal. I'm surprised they're not asking you to heal.
Once in a while, I'll get somebody to ask me to heal, but I don't expect heals, so I figured the healing would really suck.
You were about to respec the heals, remember?
I was, yeah, but I had a leveling partner. Can you imagine leveling Resto?
No, but you could spec heals and heal instances.
Yeah, but that won't get me to 60. So I would be forced to quest.
Yeah, I see.
That's why my priest in real hardcore, I stayed disciplined until I found out I couldn't get a sunken temple group, because by that time people were losing interest and it was really hard. So I couldn't get a sunken temple group, so I respect Shadow. And my God, if you want a contrast, I felt like I was king of the world as a Shadow. Like unkillable compared to what I had done as discipline. It's amazing. Mobs never hit me once. I didn't even have to put my shield up. Mobs never hit me. I killed them before they got to me. You use fear, and what you do with fear is it works a little bit differently than a lock fear, because as soon as I would do any kind of damage, it would break it. So I actually had more control. So I would do my rotation, fear, and my rotation, and before they got to me, after the second rotation, before they got to me, they were dead.
Were you using that shadow form?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. You don't see a lot of that in Classic because most people don't get, you know,
that high.
They're higher levels. Then plus, a lot of people don't even play that.
There was a Shadow Priestess here farming her mobs. Their Shadow Priest is very OP, but you're very handicapped on healing. And people only want a priest as a healer. They don't want a priest as DPS. First off, they take aggro. It's very hard not to.
Yeah, I guess if you're leveling solo though, it's the way to go. Shadow.
Yeah, I went discipline all the way up until I couldn't get a sunken temple. I was able to get all of Mara done and everything up to sunken temple. By that time, everybody in our group had died, right? There's nobody in our group high enough level to do. Bake died and everybody was gone. So that only left me. I was like, well, only strangers. But even then, hardcore was dying itself. So I just respect Shadow. Wow.
It's a lonely world, Tanny, when you're the only one that always survives.
When you kill off your friends and there's nothing left for you. But I had to level as discipline because in actual hardcore, there was just no grouping stuff. If you get a hard quest, you either skipped it or figured out how to do it.
Running back into Ironforge in that short time, I've mined 24 copper, which is a lot, which is 4 times what I needed.
Copper, that's why I don't bother with worry about copper to level, because leveling mining is a lot easier if you level it while you're leveling. But the first copper it's so easy. It is time consuming, but it's so easy that I thought I'll just keep leather working. But I really need to go level engineering now.
Yeah, go do it. Take a break from your grinding and go spend this time where you know you're not having to race to do it.
I was yeah, I'm gonna have to curse out soon. My bags are almost full. I made the mistake of opening those pirate boxes, not realizing the map parts wouldn't stack, so then I ended up with all my bags filled with maps.
This fast axe is really nice on this paladin.
Good job. How'd you find out about that, Max?
I went to, you know that site where you can search for all WoW gear and you can put in filters for what type it is?
Wildhead.
Probably, yeah. And I just filtered it. I just went in there and put in one-handed and then, I put in had to be faster than 2.0 and had to be, just set the criteria to match my level. What was available to me within 5 or 8 levels that was faster than 2.0 that I could use, and then I just searched that filter for one-handed maces, axes, and swords.
Oh, good job.
And I happened to notice that the very fastest one was also near my level and also a quest item, so I knew I could get it, and also +6 spirit, which is perfect for a paladin. So it was like, this is what I need to get. And then when I started researching it, I realized there was a lot of people like, this is the perfect twink weapon for a 29 pally, blah, blah, blah. And of course I was only 23, but I'm a paladin, so I figured I could do the quest line. And all but the very last step I did by myself, but the very last step I was going to have to get help. But then when I showed up there was somebody wanting me to help them, so it worked out.
Yeah.
In fact, I wasn't even going to do it. I was just standing in Darkshire, and some paladin, 29 paladin, said, "Hey, you want to do this?" Like, yeah. But luckily, it was good because they were red. I couldn't even hit them, but I could heal, so that was okay. So at least I contributed.
Yeah, good job.
Wasn't just totally getting carried. Okay, I'm gonna go make this trinket and then put everything back in the bank and decide what to do then. Huh. Must take a while to get your mail when things sell. Because I got a notice saying one of my things sold, but it's not in the mail yet.
It takes an hour. You don't get it right away. Well, that's selling it. I thought selling did. I can't remember now. It's been too long since I sold.
Well, it's definitely not instantaneous because I saw it saying that it sold, but it's not there yet.
Alright guys, I gotta go take this car in.
Okay.
All right, No Go. See you later.